Yes, guys, welcome back to another vid from Mutal FC, and today we got another banging vid for you. Today we got Week 27 predictions.
That's right. Kicking it off, we got the big game this week, Chelsea versus Liverpool. So, I feel bad for Liverpool, with the stuff recently with Klopp and then Allison, it's just not going well. But, Chelsea are up for it, I think. That Giroud bicycle kick was insane. But I still think it's going to be close, so 1-0 to Chelsea. That's what I'm going for.
I'm going 2-1 to Chelsea. I just think they're in really good form right now. I believe they haven't lost a game since Frank Lampard got fired. I just think they just beat Atletico Madrid. That's a huge confidence booster. We're recording this before the United game, before they play United, so don't know how that game's going to go. But I think regardless of that, they're going to end up game. I think this game's at Anfield, so Liverpool have been absolutely terrible there these last few games. So I think that's actually an upper hand edge to Chelsea. So I think they'll have enough to win this game. So I have Chelsea winning 2-1.
Yeah, like Chris said, this game we're recording this before the United-Chelsea game, so that could have a major impact. But I just think, like the guys mentioned, Liverpool at Anfield have been awful, and all this off-the-field stuff that's happening, unfortunately, with Alisson's parents and Klopp's parents and stuff like that. I feel like that's going to play into the Liverpool team. I don't even know if Alisson will start this game. So I think Chelsea will have the upper edge. They're probably one of the more formed teams in the Premier League the last couple of weeks, and that big win in midweek against Atletico is going to give them a lot of confidence. So I think Chelsea are going to get a draw, because the thing with Liverpool is they still have such a good team. And we saw it, Liverpool a couple weeks ago were in terrible form, and then they somehow beat Tottenham 3-1. I still think Liverpool have that quality. They can pull it out at any time. So I think I'm just going to go 1-1.
All right, and then moving on to Man City Wolves. So I think Wolves, they haven't had much since Jimenez got injured. They beat Leeds with a lucky shot. Adama banged it off the post, and then it went off Melly into the net. And then City, just insane, against even Mönchengladbach, they're winning. So I'm going to go 3-0 to City.
Yes, I'm going 2-0 to City. I think like Locke said, Wolves have struggled a lot since Jimenez has gotten hurt. So they just can't score. And it doesn't help they're going against arguably the best defense in the world right now in Man City. So I have Man City winning 2-0. I don't really see, I feel like this is the perfect game for City. They have a insane defense. Wolves have a terrible attack. So I think this just spells City win. I have City winning 2-0.
Yeah, I have to agree with the boys. I'm going to go 4-0 to City. City are on this insane run. They're getting win after win, relentless, and now KDB and Aguero is slowly starting to get match fit, which is just a danger for any team. So, yeah, City 4-0.
And then moving on to Leicester Burnley. So it's no secret I don't like Burnley, so let's keep this simple. 2-0 to Leicester.
Yeah, I have 3-0 to Leicester. Leicester haven't lost their last 4 games in their last 4 games in the Prem. And I think they'll want to come back from that Europa League defeat last Thursday. And also, I just hate Burnley too, so I like to see them lose every week. Leicester 3-0.
Yeah, I'm going to have to also jump on the Leicester winning this game. I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be 1-0. I think it's going to be a very cagey game. I just think Leicester have that extra quality, and maybe a James Maddison banger from outside the box. So, yeah, 1-0 to Leicester.
All right, moving on to another team I don't like, Sheffield United versus Villa. So no one's going to watch this game. I mean, if Grealish comes back, maybe I'll watch it. But yeah, 2-0 to Villa. That's what I got.
Yeah, I have Aston Villa 2-0. I don't think there's much really explanation needed for this. It's been the worst team in the league, so.
Yeah, I mean, some of these fixtures are straightforward. Aston Villa 1-0. I mean, if Grealish is not there, I think the game will be a little tighter and harder for Aston Villa, but I still think it's Sheffield United. They've been awful this season, so yeah, 1-0 to Aston Villa.
All right, then moving on to United Crystal Palace. So I think Crystal Palace, maybe they'll get a goal. That Matete dude, the flick he had was insane. I just think United's obviously the better team, so 3-1 to United.
Yeah, I also have United 3-1. I just think since Crystal Palace won that first game between these two, I don't see them doing the double over United. I think at the same time, United's playing really well right now. So I have United winning 3-1.
This is where I'm going to be controversial. I am a United fan, but I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. This is the games that United usually slip up on. They have slipped up the last couple of weeks against these, not lower teams. Like Everton's not a lower team, but like they just can't handle when an other team has like some decent players. And Crystal Palace with Zaha and Mateta, oh my god, what a fucking goal against Brian. That was so saucy. But yeah, I just think United with the Chelsea game right in between with this game in between the Chelsea and City game, I think Ollie's gonna have his mind on rotation, and with considering the fact that Van de Beek, Cavani, and some of these players are still not back, we'll probably have to play the same 11 again and again. I think I could see an injury picking up or just this player starting really slow. So I'm gonna go Crystal Palace 1, Man United 1.
All right, then moving on to Everton, West Brom. So I think West Brom, like Allardyce has got them playing well, but like it's just not enough. And, like you're not gonna beat Don Carlo. Like I like Everton, so yeah, 2-0 to Everton.
Yeah, I have Everton 3-0. Charleston's back to scoring goals now. DCL's back. And I think Everton are going to make a late run here to get a Champions League spot. And if you're going to make the Champions League, you have to beat teams like West Brom. So I have them winning 3-0.
I think this game will be 2-1 to Everton. I think West Brom have actually done good in the last 2 games, especially considering the red card that they got really early on against Burnley and to hold out for a draw. And then obviously the draw against United, where I thought they played up very well. I think they'll pose a threat to Everton, but I think Calvert-Lewin's fully fit now. Richarlison's starting to play well. And Everton in general have just been playing well recently. And then especially that win against Liverpool is going to give them so much confidence. So I think Everton are going to edge this game out 2-1.
All right, and then moving on to Mourinho's Tottenham. So I think the thing with Tottenham is, right, like you can bang teams all you want in the Europa League, right? Like Dele Alli, bicycle kick, Gareth Bale, like curler and stuff, right? But like domestically, like they're just not doing it. Losing to Everton in the FA Cup, City, West Ham in the league, like the thing with Fulham is, right, like Scotty Parker's got them motivated, and like I think they really might stay up. So I'm gonna go 2-1 to Fulham.
Yeah, I'm going for a 1-1 tie here. I think, like Locke said, like Spurs can beat up on Europa League teams as much as they want. Mourinho was saying midweek that Dele Alli's back for scoring 2 goals against a team that probably like none of us knew the name of before last week. I think they've shown fight against these top 6 teams, so I think they can pull out at least a point here. So I would tie 1-1.
I agree with the boys that Fulham have been like really good recently since the turn of the year, and they're probably the most likely out to like, get out of that relegation zone, because I think West Brom and Sheffield are guaranteed relegation. Fulham are only 3 points behind, I believe, Newcastle. I might be wrong on that, but I know they're 3 points behind safety, so they definitely could get a result here. They have gotten results against the top 6. But I just think Tottenham have to bounce back. I know they played well in the Europa League, but in the Premier League, I think Kane and Son, they're gonna fucking just rip Fulham apart from like some stupid like mistake from the keeper or something. So I'm gonna go 2-0 to Tottenham. But you guys let us know down in the comments below, what do you think is gonna happen in some of these big games? What do you think is gonna happen in Liverpool v Chelsea? It's a top 4 matchup. So you guys let us know in the comments down below. And other than that, boys, we'll catch you next week.